What's going on, 49er Faithful, 49er Fan, 49er Gang? This is your boy, 49er Dion, aka Niner Gang Podcast, back in the building. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on them post notifications so I can keep you up to date on any and everything San Francisco 49ers. With that being said, let's get right on into it. D Sizzle, what's up? What's happening, man? Yes, sir. Let's hope and pray that the trade area has begun. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, we out here trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and get right on into the game, see what we got, talk about some things. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and drop these Week 17 picks on y'all real fast. So that way I can skip that real fast and then get right to the game. So this week's picks will be all about playoff seeding and how it can help work out for the 49ers. So I'm making picks based on helping us. I'm just saying. So 49ers versus Texans, 49ers gets the win. Falcons versus the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. The Giants versus the Bears. Even though it has nothing to do with the playoffs, I'm going to roll with the Bears. That's my buddy Josh's squad. Chiefs versus the Bengals. This will be a good game. Burrow versus Mahomes. But Bengals are at home. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to roll with the Bengals. Dolphins versus Titans. This game will be interesting as well. Hard-fought game, two tough defenses, but I'll take the Titans as they have the better offense of the two. Raiders versus the Colts. Colts are winners, plain and simple. Jags versus Patriots. We're going to go with the Patriots. Bucks versus the Jets. We're going to roll with the Bucks. The Eagles versus the Washington football team. This does have some playoff implications, so we would like the Washington football team to go ahead and get the dub. Rams versus the Ravens. A hard game to pick. Depends on whether Lamar plays and is healthy, but I'll still go to Ravens on this one. Hopefully the Rams lose. Broncos versus the Chargers. We're going to go ahead and take the Chargers. Shout out my boy AC the Barber. And Cardinals versus Cowboys, we'll take the Cowboys. Panthers versus Saints, we want the Panthers to win. Lions versus the Seahawks, the game doesn't matter, but going with the Lions just so the Hawks lose another game. Packers versus the Vikings, go Pack go. And Browns versus Steelers, and what most likely will be Big Ben's last game. The Browns still pull off the W. So with that being said, man, you know, those are the game picks for the week. Quick, simple, and easy. Wentz might be out. Ooh, Wentz is out. That's definitely throws a monkey wrench in that game there. But hopefully he's not. Hopefully everything is cool. You know, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this Texans versus 49ers game. This game is a must-win. There are no opportunities for a loss here, period. We need to start fast, punch the Texans in the mouth, and keep them down. This is a game where we go for the kill shot early and often. We are going against a truly mediocre defense. They are the 30th ranked defense in the league, allowing 380 yards of total offense per game, 239 passing yards, and 141 rushing yards per game, with 26 points per game allowed. I know we saw what happened with the Chargers last week. A lot of that was COVID, players missing from the Chargers on offense and defense. The Texans are out of the playoff race and have been for a while. They started the season with the controversy with Watson and wound up drafting Davis Mills to be their QB and Tyrod Taylor to be the vet in the room. They are currently 4-11 and last in the AFC South, and will love to ruin the 49ers playoff chances and play spoiler. We will not allow that to happen. They are on a 2-game win streak right now, beating the Jags and the Chargers. But there is something alarming when I look into their losses. The gaps are wide and/or double digits. Let's see here. So when you take a look into it, man, it's crazy because you saw what they did. It was insane. You know, everybody's like, oh, my God, look what they did. They hung up 41 points on the on the Chargers, man, and the Chargers are a playoff team. But, yeah, when you catch a team slipping and they decimated by injuries, it's real easy to go ahead and hang 41 on them, man. That ain't nothing. But, like I said, there's something a little alarming about these losses. So when I tell y'all exactly what I'm about to tell y'all right now, it'll help you guys understand exactly who the Texans really are versus what we saw last week, which seemed to be a bit of a fluke. Because they're 4-11, so it means they won 4 games and they lost 11. So if you've lost 11 games, you definitely ain't that great. Doesn't mean it, you know, they can't sneak up on you and get a win. I'm not saying you should sleep on them. But you got to lose a little bit of, worry when you see 11 losses versus 4 wins. I'm just saying. So they lost to the Browns by 10, the Panthers by 15, blown out by the Bills 40-0, a random close loss to the Pats by 3. The next week they come out and get destroyed by the Colts by 28, the Cardinals by 26, the Rams by 16, the Dolphins by 8, the Jets by 7, and the Colts shut them out again 31-0, and the Seahawks beat them by 20. So a few things to unpack here. They haven't beaten an NFC West team at all. And all of the NFC West teams beat them by double digits. Cards by 28, Rams by 16, and the Hawks by 20. So there's no reason we should lose this game. They have been held scoreless twice and beaten by double digits in 9 of their 11 losses, which is the mark of a team that will not be hard to beat. With that information alone, you look at this and say, this is an easy win, but there's a caveat. Jimmy has a busted thumb. We've all been talking about it. He's doing everything he can to try to play. While it sounds admirable, we don't need him going out there and being more inaccurate with an injury than he already is without it. Lance has practiced as of Monday and Wednesday due to Jimmy not being able to go. He tried yesterday and immediately couldn't go per Matt Barrows. Over the past couple of weeks, Lance has gotten support from All-Pro Fred, John Lynch, and even Kyle. Fred and Lynch have stated he's been amazing in practice against the first-team defense, along with Lynch concurring with those sentiments. Kyle has said this was his best month of practice. Fred rallied around him and helped him understand to make plays from the pocket and not use his legs first, which helped him with his confidence and gave him words of, and it also Fred gave him words of encouragement. Kittle came out and stated that he knows Jimmy will be on the field Sunday and called him a warrior, blah, blah, blah. This man has gotten Kittle injured several times and can't get him the ball half the time. And by his own admission, George, that is barely even texts or returns his calls. So I will never understand why he backs him so hard. Some say this is a power play by Kyle. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I'll tell you why. He forces Jimmy on the field week in and week out, knowing his limitations, knowing he can't throw downfield, knowing he doesn't trust him, but he keeps doing it. Why no one will ever know. If you watch my channel, you know how I feel about this. You know how I feel, but at this point, it's pointless. If the guy is injured, just sit him and start the kid. This is the perfect layup for Trey, a mediocre team with a shit defense and a worse offense. And you build his confidence and keep it rolling. But not Shanahan. He just won't do it. Why? No one knows. It makes no sense. So let's look at the Texans from an offensive standpoint. According to ESPN, they're dead last ranked in the league, the 32nd. 276 total yards per game, 192 passing yards per game, and 84 yards of rushing per game. So that shows you the offense isn't scary at all. Davis Mills has played 11 games with 12 TDs, 9 interceptions, and been sacked 26 times. So that's telling you the O-line gives up at least 2 sacks a game when he's in there. So we should feast on that line to harass Mills and give him no comfort in the pocket with the pass rush that we have. The run game for them is non-existent, and we don't allow rushers to go over 70 to 80 yards per game over the last 5 to 6 games. In general, Burkhead will not be doing what he did last week to us. The receiving threat is Brandon Cooks and a tight end named Brevin Jordan. Cooks will most likely get to his 1,000-yard mark for the season. In this game, he is a person that we must stop. We must have help over the top and double him if at all possible. I'm sorry, when I look at this offense, there isn't much further to go. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. I cannot see any viable threats from the numbers. The only other name looking into their wins that shows up a little bit is Chris Connolly, but even his numbers are a joke. And that's where I start. It's frustrating. You know what I mean? Like, how do you worry about a team that really just doesn't give anything? Hey, Mom, it just doesn't make sense. I don't see any real viable threat from the Houston Texans. Like, I tried my best. I looked at everything I possibly could. I don't feel threatened by them. There's nothing I could see that says anything. It just does not work out. So it's a little hard for me to be a little worried and go, oh man, Texans are coming. Could it be a little trap game? Yes and no, but with what I just gave y'all right there, just those little nuggets of information, that right there will tell you automatically, why do we even need to worry about them? What is the point? You know? Eddie Glover says this is a game where we could come out and stomp their guts out. I think this could be Trey's confidence booster game. Yes, that is very, very true. And yes, Eddie makes another great point, man. And I'll put it up there for everyone to see if you see the comments. It's right there. We would have to beat ourselves to lose this game. That's how bad it would have to be. We know we have the better offense. We know we have the better defense. We're the third ranked defense in the fucking NFL. And I know we're at least like top 10 to top 15 in offense right off the top of my dome. I don't know exactly where, but I know we're up there. So there's no way you can tell me that we are going to lose this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my guy, a special guest here that's going to jump in with me. It's my dog from the Forever Faithful podcast. B-Dubs, what's happening with you, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Where you at, bro? You got all the everything and all that, man. Where you at?
I'm at my neighbor's house right now.
Oh, he got the old school phone up in that joint. Look at that. Hey, yo, people in the back. Look behind B-Dub, man. That telephone right there, that's an old rotary phone. My grandma still got one of them joints in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the joint where you literally had to go one number, let it come back. Another number, let it come back. That's crazy shit, man. Yeah. How you doing tonight, man?
Good. I'm like ready for Sunday.
Hey, man, I am too. So I kind of broke down some of the losses and the things that have been going on with the Texans, man. So let me just go back over this real quick, bro, because it's gonna blow your mind. This is gonna be the weird thing about it. So, and this is just in their losses this year. That's why it's a little weird and it's a little odd. They lost to the Browns by 10, the Panthers by 15. They were blown out by the Bills 40-0. A random close loss to the Pats by only 3. The next week, they come out and get destroyed by the Colts by 28. The Cardinals beat them by 26. The Rams beat them by 16. And the Dolphins beat them by 8. The Jets by 7. And the Colts shut them out again by 31. And the Seahawks beat them by 20. So they haven't beaten an NFC West team at all. And any of the other NFC West teams beat them by double digits. They have been held scoreless twice and beaten by double digits in 9 of their 11 losses. Are we really worried about the Texans? Just with what I gave you right there. Just that.
So I'm going to say no. And that's just because our defense has been pretty phenomenal lately. And especially with Trey Lance being in there this weekend. Hopefully. We don't know yet, but hopefully. I think we could actually run all over their defense as well and put up big numbers.
Oh yeah, man. It definitely is the epitome of what we should be able to do, man. You know, we shouldn't have any problems going ahead and taking over their defense and making sure that they don't have anything that they can really do to us, you know, because their defense is pretty much suspect. And I was actually just getting to the defense right now because I had just covered their offense. Mm-hmm. And in a nutshell, man, it literally looks like all we had to do is stop Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
There's another receiver named Chris Connolly, but he really doesn't do much of anything. Just Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
Like it's basically, can Cooks beat you over the top? Can you have safety help? Like, if you take Brandon Cooks away, there's no one else that is really going to threaten you. Like, the gapage between his yardage versus the next receiver is astronomical. I think he's got at least like 600 or 700 yards more than any other receiver on the team. And that's pretty pathetic. Yeah. Like, when you look at that it's absolutely insane, man. Now, the defense is a little better, but it's still trash.
Yeah, they got to build from the ground up again. The way
here's the thing, and this is what I'll say. In this offseason, because I've said this before and I'll say it again, there have been no charges brought against Deshaun Watson. Anybody heard anything about that case?
Nope.
Nothing. Crickets. Nothing else.
It was all talk. I
It
really think it
literally has
was.
been. There's been nothing. And let me say this here to just to cover my own ass. People,
Yeah,
I'm
same.
not victim shaming or anything
Nope,
like that. I am
not at
just
all.
stating a simple fact. There have been no cases brought against that man.
Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing
weird
going
how it's
on
been
in court.
silent.
There's nothing that we heard. I
Hmm.
mean, at a bare minimum, the only thing you could think from all this silence is Deshaun would have broke a couple people off to shut the hell up. That's
Yeah.
the only thing you could possibly think. There's no other
Hmm.
way. Because other than that, if this is really a situation, this is really going on, and y'all really trying to be out here and sue this man, then he would have been in court already.
Yeah, you would think so.
You know? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you would think so, right?
Yeah, he would be. I mean, the NFL would have suspended him already. They would have
Hmm.
told him, hey, you can't play football. You got all this shit going on. You bad PR, blah, blah, blah. Woo. But Deshaun Watson, from what I understand, is sitting at home chilling, earning money.
Hmm.
And Eddie Glover said it. I mean, somebody got paid. There's a possibility somebody got paid. I don't know. But all I'm saying is if you have those kind of charges that you're going to bring against somebody and there have been no legal execution by anybody, we've heard nothing about this. And you mean tell me the national media would not want to pick up on a black man in America with that much money and be all over this case?
Hmm.
Like stink on shit? Yes, they would. They jump on it in a second. When Michael Vick had the situation that he
With the
had, they
dogs,
was
yeah.
on. Yeah, they was on top of that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? When any African American or minority person in general does something, they are all over it every chance they get. I can tell you that, and I keep it a buck. I know because I've seen it a million times. You
Yeah.
know, and I just like I said, they if they're smart in the offseason, if somebody comes calling and says, hey, I'm gonna give you X, Y, and Z for Deshaun, you need to take it. Just get the guy off your squad. You don't want him to play for you. He can't even get along with the owner, who's basically the boss. Why would you have him sitting there wasting your money? I know I wouldn't. I'd look dead at him. They'd look, man, what y'all gonna give me? So look, okay, I'm gonna take a first round pick and go ahead and give me your second and your third too.
Exactly.
Please. I'll take your first three picks. You have them, get them off my damn hands. I don't have to worry about it. The stain has been removed from my franchise and shifted over to yours. Whatever the case may be, however it happened, man, it's just it doesn't make sense for the Texans to continue to keep him there and not trade him and then ask for a king's ransom for him. His value
Yeah.
is going to continue to diminish because he's only going to get older, and you're going to get less for him because they're going to say, well, he has less tread on the tires, so to speak. But then at the same time, he ain't played football in a minute, so he's gonna have to knock the football rest off,
Hmm.
not, and be smart about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now
So
teams could even go in and basically ask for less than a first round pick for him because I mean he hasn't been playing football, so who knows
mhm.
how he looks now? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't know. You ain't heard nothing. You ain't seen him out there at the park, practicing and doing anything. There's been no reports. Nobody knows nothing about what Deshaun Watson is doing. That man is a ghost.
Yep.
And if you really want to get paid and you want to have him there, then you need to be smart about it and just go ahead and move on, cut your losses, and start rebuilding your team. If you think
Yep.
Davis Mills is the guy going forward, that's fine. What you need to do is you need to draft offensive lineman next year. That's all you need to draft. Because if the quarterback can't stand up, ain't no point in his ass getting behind a line that ain't going to protect him. If you feel
Exactly.
comfortable with certain spots, then that's fine. I've always felt like if I'm gonna if I was going to build a team, I would start offensive line first. I'd
Hmm.
get me a bridge quarterback, find somebody, and make it obvious. Tell them, hey, look, man, I'm not gonna have you in here to be the guy. I'm going to literally bring you in and you're going to bridge and I'm going to find somebody to be able to be the guy for the future. But I'm going to appreciate you while you're here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start with this O line and I'm going to ask you for your input. Hey man, when you drop back, what are you seeing? What are you feeling? Like if would have been if I would have been Pete Carroll and Russ would have came to me talking about he need O line, we ain't drafting up the O line next year. Why? I'm not losing my quarterback. Screw you. I found me a generational talent. Fuck that. I need this young
Exactly.
man. Get his ass everybody that he needs. So those are just some of the things that you could look into. But let's jump over to their defense. Defensively, they have a linebacker name. His last name is looks like Gruger Hill. That seems to be the leader. He has stats across the board: 3 sacks, 12 tackles for a loss, 3 passes defense, 1 INT, and 2 forced fumble. Um, the guy that leads their team in sacks is Jonathan Greenard with 8. Jacob Martin is the next closest guy with 4. There are DBs. Mitchell and Lonnie Johnson have 15 passes defense combined um, between them, and Johnson has 3 INTs on the season. One young linebacker looks like Kursky or Kirksey, should I say, has 6 passes defense himself. So it seems they might be a little good at knocking the ball down. So the defense is doing okay, but by the numbers and in the season, they're not good. Looking at this game from an all-around perspective, this should be an easy win. Now, defensively for us, I don't even really need to talk about it. Like, we got the usual suspects out there. Like, I'm not gonna. I mean, the only thing that I have, the only thing that I feel suspect about is if Josh Norman is on Brandon Cooks, because he will get cooked. He will get cooked. He will get baked. He will get fried. He will get sauteed. He will get everything because Brandon Cooks will run right past his ass.
Cooks will cook Norman.
Yes, very simply put, Cooks will cook Norman. But for us on defense, our front seven is flat out disgusting. I don't know if Aziz will play. He was out, as of Monday and Wednesday. He did not practice. Yeah. So I don't know if they're just holding him out or if he's really like super injured. But from what I know, I didn't hear that he practiced. Trey Sermon is going to be active for this game, so he will be up. We're hoping Elijah Mitchell will be able to get at least one practice in. We may or may not know if he's going to be able to do so or not. But we'll see. As far as, but the defense, man, I'm not worried about our front seven getting to this quarterback because Davis Mills, though he moved a little bit and he had a little bit of rushing and running and stuff, he's not doing that much in the NFL. He's looking to be a pocket QB, and with the way that we collapse the pocket, if we do it properly, man, this guy's never going to go anywhere. They're going to realize that their run game is stuck and they can't go anywhere. Next thing you know, they're going to have to pass, and they're going to be looking for Brandon Cooks a lot. And then if D'Amico Ryans is who he is, hey, what's up, 49er Media? D'Amico Ryans is who he is. He's going to find a way to key in on that, and we can get ourselves a couple of interceptions, at least a few balls knocked down, passing defense, whatever the case may be. But we got to get to the real topic.
I'm ready.
You know where I'm going.
I'm ready.
I am literally shitting bricks until Sunday because I can't trust that Kyle is going to put Lance out there.
I know.
Even with Jimmy not even practicing these 2 days. And I believe because today they had a presser, but it was D'Amico, I believe Nick, Ward, and Kittle. Oh, and Mike McDaniels. But I don't like to hear Mike McDaniels talk because he goes on like diatribes for like ever. And when he talks, it just seems like he's over explaining himself. I don't know. That's just me. Some people like it. I find it confusing because I feel like I get lost when he starts talking. I'm like, okay, I don't know where you just went right now. Somebody asked you a question and then you went into 50 other things.
Yep, exactly.
So, but when it comes to this situation, Jimmy's got a bump thumb. He can't grip the football. He's already inaccurate as it is. You try to push him out there being more inaccurate, and it's only going to make things worse. So then he comes out, shits the bed. We lose to the Texans. Our playoff hopes are done, and we wind up in a situation where, Kyle has to go out there and answer the bell. Why'd you put Jimmy out there knowing he was hurt? And Jimmy's going to come right up and say, oh, well, my thumb was hurting. And, we lost as a team. You forced your way onto the field. You begged and pleaded. You wanted to be out there. You knew your thumb wasn't 100%. You know you ain't the best thrower of the football as it is. And you really about to come out here and blame the goddamn team for the loss? This is what we do. We lost to the Houston fucking Texans, who are 4-11 and who have been blown out on many occasions. They've been
Yep.
dominated 3 times, where they haven't even scored a point. So I don't know, man. Joey,
You see Joey's comment?
yeah, I'm looking right now. Joey in the chat. He said, imagine calling Jimmy one of the best throwers in the world while actively trying to replace him. Hello, Mike McDaniel, because he said that. Jimmy's one of the best throwers of the football in the world, and he's so talented. And, you know, okay, first of all, bro, you sound like the dude from the Clear Eyes commercial. I can't deal with it too much, man. And then it's like, you just called him one of the best throwers of the football in the world, but in the offseason, y'all was trying to replace this dude, and you did. You technically brought in his replacement. So, I mean, I don't understand it, man. And for me, like I was saying, the main issue is Jimmy G or Trey Lance. Jimmy is pushing to start. Kittle is swearing by Jimmy and acting like he's going to be out there on Sunday. Jimmy tried to go Wednesday and wasn't able to do so. Nope. He can't go on Friday unless Ohio sticks him. And
he doesn't do anything today either.
Yeah.
He went straight to the weight room.
Yep. So you have several days where the issue is, like, you can get away with, like, your pinky being in, like, a splint or something. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad. You probably won't have the tightest spiral, but it's not that bad. But if you are right-handed and I don't know what you got in front of the camera. I feel like it's a drumstick or something.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. But if you have your thumb grips the ball. You know what I'm saying? And who was it? Kev was no, it wasn't Kev. Shout out Bose Nose, man. Bose is hilarious. Bose is saying that Jimmy got the baby hands. He can I was dead. Mose had me.
Hey, Mose knows, man.
He knows. That's the reason why the name sticks to the person. So it's like when you look at it, if you're looking at it, the injury falls right in here, basically in this part of your arm. So you got to think about it. Look at that. I'm trying to see if I try to grip or do anything, but this is hurting and I can't even move like that. I got to hold the football like this. I'm not playing dominoes. I'm playing football. So I'm going to throw the football like this. No, not going to work. Your throwing motion is going to be completely off. Not 100% of your balls are going to be errant. Like it's not going to work, man. It's not going to work, you know. Oh, yeah, Eddie. Oh, man. Look, Eddie, I do impressions all day long, man. I probably should have been a voice actor all my life because I've been doing shit like that since I was a kid, man. I was always the comic relief in the house, man. I used to keep my mom and my sisters dying, pops too. But and I just do it. It just comes out. It's never I don't. Every now and then I do it on call if somebody says something, you know. But most of the time it's just I just freelance it. I literally just it happens. It comes out. I don't know when. I don't know why. But with Jimmy G versus Trey Lance is fully healthy. So as a head coach, Jimmy, because bro, he'd be on the sideline smiling. He just he throws an interception, and you know what he always yells? Fuck.
Yep.
He does that every single time. You catch him in slow-mo. He would go, fuck. Then he gets to the sideline. Oh yeah, man, that was funny. I know I threw that pick, right? Oh shit! Oh my god, I so fucked us, but it's all good. I'm still happy, man. I got 26 mil in the bank. The fuck do I have to be upset for? Like it's nothing. Like what the fuck, bro? No, we can't have that. So my biggest issue is all of the love Lance has been getting. Yet Kyle is supposedly playing mind games with everyone and not allowing, you know, us to know who the starting quarterback is.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If I'm the Houston Texans, I'm prepared for Trey Lance. You know why? Because at some point, Jimmy Garoppolo is just not going to have enough adrenaline flowing in his body to stuff that pain away. Because you know what?
He's starting.
starting. See, here's the thing. If Kyle lets Jimmy go out there and it all right, look, now I'm gonna put this out here right now. That's my mama.
Hi, mama.
And she taught me how to throw a football, a baseball, and how to bounce a basketball properly and
Wow.
not double dribble. And she did all that with cerebral palsy in one hand. So if my mama is on my stream saying she could throw better than
That's telling you something right there.
what else do we need to know?
Exactly.
Like I could end the show right now. She's off that. You can't tell me that you can send a dude out here with no thumb and tell him to throw a football. It does not work. Scientifically speaking, like I literally on my Twitter, I posted what the sports doctor stated about Jimmy Garoppolo's injury.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like that, you can't defeat what the doctor is telling you because they were going over this, and Breezy was asking about this on his morning show. And I was telling him because I used to run track. My wife did as well. So there's a lot of people that you see to do things, you know what I'm saying, and play sports. When you have a sprain is worse than an actual tear or break because sprains linger and they can come back on you.
Facts.
If I pull my hamstring, it's going to be a bitch for about 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to have to test it, moving it slowly, making sure I get physical therapy on it. I massage it. I make sure I have a heating pad, whatever, to make sure that muscle does not cramp up. Rather than me just tearing my whole fucking hamstring, having the surgery, it heals up. I move on. Life goes on. But if I sprain my ankle or I roll my ankle, that's going to be lingering. I can just snap that motherfucker and just go ahead, wind up in the cash, let the shit heal up, move on, life goes on. But doctors have explained it. When you sprain something, you're tearing ligaments, but they're micro tears, they're small. That's what causes the pain. But then when you just rip something, it's just torn. So you just got to repair the shit and move on with life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, let me ask you something real fast.
Yeah.
So you remember how Kyle was saying in his little presser yesterday?
Yeah.
Was it yesterday? That when was it Matt Miyoko that asked the question about Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter talking about the like a tear ligament and all that, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about that."
He doesn't.
And I'm just like, well, didn't the doctors tell you? Like, how did they get that report, but you don't know anything about it, right?
Hey, look, man, Kyle is one to perfectly admit, and I'll give him a pass on that. He would tell you, I am not a doctor. I don't know nothing.
No, I know. He said it multiple times.
He said it multiple times. So I gotta give him a pass because he's like, bro, I don't know. I don't fucking know. And then, go ahead.
Let me ask you this: are you getting tired of the whole Kyle like having people in the dark now? Because I am.
I can't stand it. And see, a lot of people will tell you, "Oh, Kyle's playing chess, not checkers."
Yeah,
Kyle's not even playing checkers. Okay, he's looking at the box for checkers, wondering if he knows how to play that. He ain't playing no damn chess. Kyle just sitting up there lying to you like he lied to everybody in the first damn place. He does it all the time. This is nothing new. We've been seeing this shit since before the draft, and we see it now. Kyle will not tell you the truth of what it is. The only truth you can have from Kyle Shanahan is the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo will be your starting quarterback as long as he is healthy. It's the only truth you'll ever get from his ass. Ever. You ain't gonna get nothing else. And I agree with exactly what Joey was saying because this makes more sense. I'm worried about him taking the snap, the D-line swiping at his hand when he holds the ball with one hand while scrambling. Think about that. You get a good because you have to remember there are some of these D linemen come around that edge, and because they can't get to you, they're gonna tomahawk chop the shit out of your arm.
Yeah,
I've seen it, and it will cause you to fumble. And if you already don't have a good enough grip on the ball as it is, and they tomahawk chop at your arm, then you're gonna fumble like a motherfucker continuously. They're gonna come off that edge, and it's gonna look at it as it's gonna be one of them situations where he gonna go to the sideline. Kyle gonna be like, "Can you go?" Nah, coach, I think you should put the kid in. Okay, you'll be out for the next series. Nah, bro, like, I can't go. Like, my arm is fucked off. No, that's okay, Jimmy. We'll just keep you out until we'll let the defense do their thing, and as long as they stay on the field long enough, you should be fine. We'll put you back out there.
Mm-hmm.
And us as fans will be looking at them like, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
Kyle, for all the offensive genius that we laud you for, you about one dumb motherfucker when it comes to making simple ass decisions. You have a
one dumb motherfucker.
you have a young, healthy kid who is ready to destroy a simple defense. Tyler, what's happening with you? So you out here telling me that you think that Jimmy's going to give you a better chance to win when he's hobbled by a particular injury that he definitely cannot. You can't bypass that.
Mm-mm.
Like you cannot. Joe Burrow played with his fist finger like that. That was simple. He did. Hey, look, man, you put a little splint on it, throw a glove on, and just make sure that you get smart about it. You know that this injury exists, so make sure that nobody gets to it.
Well, did Russell Wilson have a similar injury?
Yeah, but Russell rushed back, and I had to say that slow because I'll get tongue tied if I try to say that too fast. Russell, Russ, he rushed back, man, because they were losing games. And if you notice something, it's really weird how he rushed back, and the minute he got back, DK Metcalf all but disappeared. That was really confusing.
I noticed that too.
Because I had DK in fantasy, and he was doing fine. Russell came back, and this motherfucker was just not getting the ball. And I was like, have you seen? Okay, first of all, the man signed his contract with no shirt on.
That's facts.
And his agent told him to do it.
With his blue hair.
Yeah. And then he had Pete Carroll taking his damn shirt off. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, bro, calm down. We ain't doing all that. He did that because he built like an Adonis. It looked like somebody chiseled his body out of clay. You just look like clay. Put your shirt back on, Pete. We don't want to see that. You
look like clay.
Yeah, I mean, you just ain't working, and I ain't talking about Cassius.
Freaking done.
So, I mean, when I look at it from a standpoint, it's nerve-wracking for us as fans trying to figure out who will start. I won't believe it till I see it. I would love for it to be Trey Lance. I'm hoping it's Trey Lance. I'm praying it's Trey Lance, strictly because I know that Jimmy is currently limited more than he already is. And I say this all the time. People don't think that we hate Jimmy Garoppolo. We don't. We don't hate him. We just don't like when he fucks shit up for the team and doesn't take no accountability.
Yeah. It's time to move on from Jimmy at this point. Yeah. It's been 5 years.
And we ain't got nowhere. We had what? 5 games in 2017. We had 2.5 in 2018. Mm-hmm. We had a full season in 2019. And then we had like what? I don't know what, 6 to 8 games in 2020.
Maybe, yeah, or maybe
somewhere around that. Maybe even a little bit less. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't look at all of that.
Yeah,
but I mean, like the guy unfortunately is injury prone.
He's missed 2 this year.
Yeah, and he's already
this will be the second one.
Yeah. Oh, 6 games in 2020. So I gave him a couple extra. 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I tell people Jimmy Garoppolo technically is only really played about maybe 2.5 to 3 seasons fully in the NFL, if you count the amount of games he's actually played.
We've only seen 1 full season from him. That's it.
1. And everybody always says he's an 8-year vet. I'm like, nah, I don't really count the other. I don't count the 4 years in New England because he didn't do shit.
The way he played last Thursday, he looking like the rookie here. Okay.
We ate. What are we? We're 8-7, right?
Yeah,
we're 8-7. I asked anybody in the chat, do you think we could have been 8-7 with Trey Lance? Because I do.
I think so.
I think we could have been 8-7 with Trey Lance, even with him learning and even with all the deficiencies they said that he had. I think it would have worked.
I asked my dad this too. You think we would have been 8-7 with Trey Lance? And he said no.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, why? He's like, he said that he barely played football within the last like year, right? And
Yeah.
he says he's not ready yet, and I'm like, I get that, but I mean, either way, the season, the way it's been, I would have just taken the chance with Trey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He had his arguments, I had mine, and
I mean, I can
everything.
understand where your dad came from on that one.
Yeah.
Those are valid points. Those are very
Hmm.
valid points. I can understand it, but my thing would have been if Jimmy Garoppolo started, we shouldn't have been 8-7.
No,
Our season should have finished like probably no less than 13-4 or 14-3.
we said that before the season started that we
Yeah.
should have had a really good
We
season this
should
year,
have had a really good season. There's no
and
real
that was
reason.
with Jimmy Garoppolo.
And that was with Jimmy starting, yeah.
Yeah.
We were figure I honestly had counted this season as a learning season for Trey Lance. I didn't really
Exactly.
think he was going to start, but when
Yeah.
Jimmy started fucking up the way that he did, I was like,
Hmm.
okay, you might want to start looking at the kid now. I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but excuse me, he looking a little worse. And look at it, the first touchdown of the season came from who? Trey Lance to Trey
Yep.
Sherfield. When we needed a spark in the Green Bay game, where did we go?
Trey
Trey Lance.
Lance. I was
When
there that game too.
Yeah, when Jimmy had his phantom calf injury, where did we go? Trey
Trey
Lance. Trey
Lance.
Lance
Yep.
threw 2 TDs in that game. I
Yep.
mean, I'm looking at everything. The man has what 3 TDs and one interception passing, and he's got a TD rushing. So he's got 4 touchdowns, and he's barely played. So that tells you that the kid has something.
Yeah.
And if you were doing what you were doing early in the season, the only reason you stopped it because you don't want to have Jimmy over there mad about his, well, I can't ever get into a rhythm because you always take me out, coach.
Well,
And
do you believe that what Kyle said, where it was really screwing him up, putting both quarterbacks in?
it probably threw off Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's sensitive. He don't know. He
Yeah.
ain't. Come on, man. Jimmy, he got to think about it. If he'd have kept rotating Trey, and Jimmy would have said he was okay with it. At some
Hmm.
point, the rotation is going to stop, and Trey is going to be in there permanently because you're not going to just keep putting him in and run the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to put him in to eventually say, hey, look, this guy is throwing, and I feel like he's better than that. So, Jim, your leash just got real short,
Hmm.
And I mean, look at the season. You yelling at the man on the sideline in the Bears game, like this is simple shit. Get it together. And all people are out there like, oh no, I don't believe that. I do.
Yeah.
I do, because at some point, even though he keeps pushing them out there to start, he definitely has to be frustrated with seeing the shit. Because you see his face whenever we're losing, he looks dejected, like he's depressed and he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then you see him when we win it, and he's all smiles and happy and
Miles.
giddy,
Yep.
and he's looking at everybody and hugging John and shit, and everything is peachy keen.
Well,
But
it's funny. It's funny too because the team says that he's taking it like good and everything with Trey being there and
Mhm,
all this stuff, but like we don't know what goes on in the locker room, right? But I
mhm.
don't know. It's like you said, like there's times where he doesn't look like he's happy anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at it like this. If you want to know what's going on in that locker room, you have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I always jokingly, anticipate what could be going on. I can tell you right now, if I'm a defensive player, every time I walk in that locker room, fuck Jimmy Garoppolo. I'd look him dead in his face, tell him, fuck you, man. I'm tired of busting my ass and you keep fucking these games up. Get your shit together. Because nobody
Yeah.
seems to hold him accountable. And everybody in the locker room seems to go, Jimmy is a leader. Jimmy's this, he's that. Oh my God, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Kittle running out there. Yeah, Jimmy's a warrior. He's going to go out on Sunday and play, and he's going to lead us to victory. George, the man has gotten you injured several times. He don't even return your phone calls or texts. You put a shirt on with this man damn near butt ass naked, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And he got on his boxer briefs, and for the ladies, if you look hard enough, you can see something. You put a shirt on of the man, and he didn't even return the favor.
Yeah.
He does not no. I'm sorry, bro.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
at some point, you got to start realizing like who your real friends are.
yeah,
Everybody got circles. People they fuck with. They day ones. You know what I'm saying? Cats that they been messing with since either they was a baby or just dudes that they fuck with that they solid with. You know
mm-hmm,
what I'm saying? My crew is probably about 4 deep.
mm-hmm,
The cats I fuck with on a daily basis. Like them is my dudes. If I call, they pick up. If I need them, it's nothing.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna sit up there and make it seem like everybody that I went to high school I know. Because honestly, I don't. I communicate with a few people,
yeah,
but I don't communicate with every damn body I went to high school with. Shit. I mean, if I see them walking down the street and I'm back home, what's up?
yeah. That's what I do. Yeah,
Yeah, like I mean, one of my friends that I went to high school with, we weren't like overly close, but I knew him and he played on the basketball team. His name is Edward Estevan. He coaches for Sierra Canyon in
mm-hmm,
fucking Chatsworth. So he's coaching Bronny Jr. and fucking, what I'm saying, Amari and all these
yeah,
kids. So he's out there coaching the future superstars of the next
yeah,
for the
exactly.
fucking NBA. So
Mm-hmm,
for me, it's like the only thing I do for what I do for him is I always send him a message. Hey man, appreciate what you're doing out there, King. Keep doing your thing. Just words of encouragement. I don't
yeah,
need
of
no
course.
I don't need no publicity off of you, bro. I just want to let you know I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
And if nobody else has told you today that you're doing an amazing thing, dude, you keep doing a fucking amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. But Jimmy don't even return a phone call or a text. No, Jimmy, I ain't telling you to go out there and play. I'm gonna tell you, sit your ass down, let that young man over there get out there and ball. Because
that's fine.
as handsome as you feel you are, look, man, look. I'm a normal dude. Trey Lance easy on the eyes for the ladies. Can't tell me the young man don't walk up to the podium and a couple of them little reporters look and
Right.
go, have you seen him? It's like, yeah, I'm Trey Lance, baby. What's happening? Don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
it. I'll be getting paid in a couple of
Yep.
years. Like, I mean, this ain't nothing. So
Yeah.
it'll be what it is. But we almost 50 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there. Um, I know we win this game, but I don't know if Trey Lance is gonna start. I can't say definitively that that's what's gonna happen. I just can't because I don't trust Kyle. I don't. If Jimmy wakes up on Sunday morning and miraculously tells him his thumb is healed and he feels great, I feel like he's gonna put him out there and then screw us and kick all of us men in the balls and punch the women in the ovaries, you know, and then give us all a swift kick in the ass so we can just sit at
Hit
home and
pregnant
be
ladies in their stomach.
right. Yeah, like he's gonna be an abusive human being for doing
Mm-hmm.
that to us as fans. Because there's some people out there that really support Jimmy and they want him out there,
Yeah.
and oh my God, bro, before we end, did you Tequila Spikes come to the
Oh,
front of in the words of Charlemagne the God, come to the front of the congregation, Tequila Spikes. Blasphemy has come from your mouth. And I need you to own it, understand it, and get some help. Tequila Spikes said Jimmy Garoppolo gives us the best chance to win in the playoffs.
wait, hold up. What? I think he needs to get his neck
Yeah, get
out
some
of
of
his
that neck back.
shoulders. Okay.
Yeah, get the neck out. Don't do this. Do this.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
I
guarantee you, Dante Whitner was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, they probably looked at him and probably said it because I like Whitner because Whitner is kind of like Rodney Harrison. Like I kid you not, the greatest sound bite in CBS history ever is Tom pull your skirt down on national television and nobody could stop it. That was just as bad as Kanye saying that George Bush don't care about black people standing next to Mike Myers.
Shit.
I swear to you, everybody looked like Uh, what? Don't know how to follow that up. So, What he Joey said best tested with a player like Pop Warner. Exactly.
Yeah,
Jimmy would go
right.
out there and light up a Pop Warner squad, and then that'd be the one time he take all the credit. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Without me, you wouldn't have won that game. Oh, let me show you some stuff real quick. I'm gonna show this to everybody. Got showed it on IG. So this is something I got for Christmas, pimping.
That's dope.
My tenor joint, man. It's like one of them like beer mugs and shit. And they got the stuff from the Bengals Super Bowl. Like this motherfucker open up, bro.
That's clean.
Like that's clean. Like that
I
shit is
like
hard
that.
to motherfucker. Like shit, I feel like I should put like a big ass lager and be in a fucking pub in like Ireland or some shit drinking out there. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, crazy, bro. Then got this
Then you
little
got the mini helmet, right?
a little mini helmet and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it just shit was
Hey,
just absolutely insane.
And then I saw you showed your 49er earbuds.
Yeah, I got earbuds. Them joints is over on the other side though. But then I got the autograph
That's
Joe
dope.
Montana joint. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
Shit was hard as a motherfucker. Yeah. And then my girl, man, she bought me some dope ass JBL joints. So them joints they got Google and Alexa built in. So
That's
I can
sweet.
buy some shit. I can be working out and buy some shit off Amazon. So that's hard. I can be working out and all I can do is be like, Google, what's the weather?
Hey Alexa, buy this.
Right? People looking at me in the gym, like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm buying shit with my headphones, bitch. You can't do that. All them they did order $300 for them beats, and you can't even do shit with them, can you? Worthless. But it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, guys, I am Dion, aka Niner Gang Podcast. That is Brandon, aka B Dubs. He is from the Forever Faithful Podcast. We are both members of the Hive. We always help each other out. I jump on his show, he'll jump on mine. We will always be there, man. Sin, what's going on, girl? We'll always be there to bring you 49er news and content. I will always do whatever I can to try to make y'all laugh in the process of bringing you that content so we don't go absolutely fucking insane with our head coach.
Exactly.
His indecisive self of not knowing what it is. And I know people will look at me and be like, damn, you really call Kyle a dumbass? I mean, I don't mean it necessarily like that because I'm pretty sure he's a very intelligent man.
He just acts like one.
There's questionable decisions. We all make questionable decisions in life, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, those questionable decisions shouldn't lead to the detriment of your team and you losing. So kind of leaves us at a, standstill, a little bit of a catch-22. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But I appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out with us, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. What do you say? Joey out here being a fool, bro. Look at this shit. I'm gonna go chug that whole.
After Kyle and Jimmy blew it Sunday.
I might have to chug about 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers, man. Come home and just be wallowing in my sorrows. It's just I hope and pray that Trey starts, and when he does, the only other thing I will say by ending this video is if Trey throws an interception, for all you Jimmy fans, leave him alone. Because y'all watch Jimmy throw interceptions game in and game out, and you want us to leave him alone.
Yep, exactly.
So if y'all turn around and y'all act like we did towards Trey, then we gonna come at you like you came at us.
Yep.
It is what it is. If you look at it, we in the good Lord said it in the book. It's an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye.
Amen. So, and that's nothing. John Lynch, don't be in church praising Jesus and be on your phone. Pay attention.
I know. What the hell? Liking a tweet.
What you doing?
Shit?
Liking a tweet. Oh, I accidentally liked it. Oh, no. I'm telling you, go back. Not this recent episode of Nitty Gritty, but go to the one, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. Bro, go to like an hour in. You will cry. They went in on that whole John Lynch's thing. They said this motherfucker had face recognition in his pocket, and then they were like, so he got a tattoo of his face on his ass, and his iPhone just opened up while he was.
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure.
Bro, I think it's like an hour. He did. Eddie know what I'm talking about. Mose went
Yeah.
off. It was fucking hilarious.
Dude, I love watching them, man. They're freaking hilarious.
Bro, it was. Hey, I'm telling you. I think it was Monday show, Monday or Tuesday show,
All right,
bro.
I'll check it out.
And go like specifically to like an hour in.
Okay.
Just jump right to there, and I think you'll start catching them talk about the whole tweet and everything. It's about bro. I was dead, Mo. I had to shoot Moses, man. I'm like, bro, why you doing? Man, I'm telling you, bro, if anything, I always wonder if they ever watch our content.
I don't know. That's
Always
what I wonder too.
Because I know, like Jason has had Tart on.
Mm-hmm.
He's had Tart on before. I know.
Didn't
KB gave it when Niners All Day was still up. KB gave him a shout out. I know Nothing But Niners is at several Niners on their show. I can't remember who. Several. But it'd be crazy. Like if they watch these shows and look at us and be like, "Oh, these guys are fucking insane." Like I'd be cool as fuck if somebody hit me up and was like, "Yo, I know you're a small time YouTuber, but can I be on your show?" Yes, the fuck you can.
Yeah, seriously.
You are more than welcome because I got questions and I need answers. And I need you to keep it a buck with me. Tell me the truth.
So my buddy, who is my best friend since 4th grade,
Mm-hmm.
he actually went to school with Tim Ryan's son at Valley Christian.
Yeah.
And he told me, hey, if you want, I could hit up his son to see if Tim Ryan would be a guest on the show. I said, hell yeah, dude, I'm down.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, man. Because like I was when I was on with the Shan Club, they had Jesse Sapolo.
Ooh.
And bro, like, I mean, I don't get starstruck easy, but I didn't really know what the fuck to say when he talked to me. It was kind of weird because everybody was like, "Yo, this is the first Deion's never quiet," and now he don't know what the fuck. I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm meeting a 49er legend. The man played all across the goddamn offensive line for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, seriously.
And like he played every fucking position. Like hi, Nick, I don't know. Like weird, I mean, shit. I met Tony Braxton, and when I met Tony Braxton, I was 19. And at that time, she was still like my woman crush. Like I always was I told myself in the back of my mind, if I ever met her, I would have proposed on the spot. I know I ain't got shit, at the time, but I'm gonna do it anyway to see if it works. Fuck it, we'll figure it out. And I met her, and I used to work in pavilions. It was basically like a upscale Vons, and we always had to wear white shirts. They had to be ironed and everything. So my pops, he told me how to iron, make sure I use a starch. My shit was always crisp. I come in and they'd be like, "Damn, man, your shirt fire." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I know what I'm doing." That shirt went from bone dry to soaking wet in seconds when I realized who was in my line and whose groceries I was bagging.
That's crazy.
And I couldn't even talk. I'm supposed to ask her if she won't pay, plastic or paper. And next thing I know, I'm just and I'm like bagging the groceries all fucked up. I don't know where I'm at. And her mom was so nice. They had like big ass packs of water. She took one out. She said, "Son, I think you need this. I've seen this a couple of times." And I looked and I was like, "Thank you." And she looked and she was like, "Can you help us out to the car? Are you okay to do that?" I was like, and I helped her out to her car and I put everything in. And like, I don't know, something clicked and I came back into reality. And she looked and she said, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm sorry, I'm starstruck. I've had dreams about you. Like you are like everything." And she looked at me and she goes, "So many people tell me that, but with you, I really feel like it's genuine." And I was like, she said, "What?"
You're like, hell yes, let's go.
Yes. I'm like, man, I looked and I was like, "I don't know if you're married, but if you're not, I'll marry you right now. I will never."
I'll be your husband.
And she looked at me and she was like, "You're so sweet and you're actually a very handsome young man, but I am married and I don't think my husband would be too okay with that." And I was like, "Okay." And then she gave me like a $20 tip, and I was like, "Oh, shit, I'll take it. I know you got money."
Okay.
And I looked and I said, well, thank you so much for coming to the store, Miss Braxton. Please come back anytime. She said, yes, I will. She was like, and if I do, I'll make sure I look for you. And I was like, hey, Tony said she was going to look for me. Say it. Now, you can't tell. You couldn't tell me nothing for like a week, and it was the funniest shit. Oh, wait, hold up. Joey got a nice little something here. He said, I played Derek Carr in high school and met him. Weird as hell seeing a man amongst kids. All I can say is what's up. I mean, sometimes it's true. Sometimes you catch you like, whoa, this is crazy because they're doing things that you just haven't done. So we're going to go ahead and drop it off there. Nice little story to end the show. But I appreciate you for jumping on with me, B-Dubs. We'll be back probably either Sunday or Monday to go ahead and give y'all a post-game show. Hopefully the post-game show is us running around like giddy little kids hyped up on fucking sugar bouncing off of the walls because Trey Lance went out there and shitted on the fucking Texans. And, I mean, even if we win with Jimmy, we'll say we won. But it's probably going to be more metal like it is right now. You see how my voice just changed?
Yep.
See, I was up here, and now I'm like, we won.
Down there.
Yay, Jimmy.
Yay.
Yeah.
Like this. Yay.
Yay. All right, that's it. We do it. If Jimmy plays it, we win. Christian has to do it too. He's good. Because we know Christian wants the season to be over.
Hey, as soon as we get onto the show, everybody just goes like this. Yay.
Yay. Oh man, I'm not a gay podcast. That's what man B-Dubs. We ended the show, man. We out this joint. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.